Hey lovelies, it's your homegirl here. This is Oma and you're welcome to Oma's Diary. How you're doing? Today, I thought it would be very important to, bring this information or education to us all because, we all cook, especially if you're someone interested in cooking or would love to learn. Let's not just assume everybody knows how to cook. General or an expert in cooking. So there are people who are just beginners at learning how to cook and get into the kitchen. So this video is for you. So if you are interested, let's get right into this video. Okay, so today's video is going to be like a mini series. It's about food safety at home. Who is food safety for? Food safety is for everyone who handles food. In any way you handle food, you need this information and knowledge. Now, yes, you need it. So I'm just going to go straight in. And by the way, I have written down some of my points in my book so that I am organized and I don't forget any point I need to get across to you guys so you understand. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to go through my thought pattern and then get it across to you guys. So that's it. So getting into this video, I would like to handle the first part of this video, which is so important. What is food safety? Anybody will be like, what's food safety? In your workplace, you have workplace safety, which helps you to safeguard the lives of people and all that. That is the same way in the kitchen. There is a safety rule or series of safety rules that helps you in your cooking and in your work in the kitchen. Food safety is the proper handling of food, preservation and storage of food items in order to prevent foodborne illnesses. Yes, it helps you prevent foodborne illnesses. And that is why today we are going to just take the point, foodborne illnesses. What is a foodborne illness? I'm sure most of you have had it in your lifetime. If you've not had foodborne illness, bros, what's up? Have you been eating? One time in your life or the other, you would have had it. Nowhere you finish eating one very nice meal and you're feeling yourself like, I went to so place and I enjoyed this. And then you get back home and you're stooling and you're throwing up. And then the bathroom becomes, or the toilet becomes your home, or your sit place for the next 5-8 hours. For me, I've had it. In fact, it happens to me often because my system is very sensitive. Okay, so I try to be very cautious of what I eat and where I eat what I see. It's very important. I don't eat anyhow because of this. And you would ask, how does foodborne illnesses occur? Just 3 major ways you can contact it or your meals can be contaminated. It is through physical contamination, biological contamination, or chemical contamination. Yes. And you're like, are we entering physics or chemistry? No. But let me just explain it. Let me break it down. It's very easy. Physical contamination is handling your food without clean hands. You have jewelries, you have your hair dropping, your shirts and all that, unsafe practices in the kitchen where your hair is uncovered, you scratch your hair, you handle food. That way you can contaminate your meal physically. Then biological contamination is, that for this, in fact, I feel like this one, Nigerians know this physical biological contamination. I want to use one very, very easy illustration. It's called awarawa tomato. Hey! Our people like free thing. One basket of tomato, 100 naira. They will chatter it. You see those tomato that those buka people use? Oh my goodness, that you start seeing fermentation on the tomato. It's broken, it's been opened. You see maggots coming out from there, the pepper. They just buy it that way and they don't really wash it properly. If you go to those industrial places where they blend things, oh Jesus, you will not want to eat the food you see there, because the same water they used to wash the first person that came in the morning, you bring your own, they will just soak it inside and start blending. That is the problem. See those biological contamination, that is where it is happening. Because those tomatoes, even if you want to use it, you don't wash it properly. You will not wash it well. They will not clean it. They're in a hurry to make money, fast money. So nobody sends you. So when you eat, buy flagyl and go and drink. Do you understand? To help your life so you don't die. So biological contamination, basically, it's where fungi, bacteria start growing on the body. They grow to an extent, or in the produce or product that you want to use, to an extent that it causes you illness. So that is how biological contamination could occur in your food. And chemical contamination, Nigerians are on this one again. Usually when the farmers, they are trying to they use those pesticides. Okay. This happens, man. I'm human. English is not my father's language. It's not. I'm born Nigerian, first of all, vernacular, and Igbo comes natural, followed by English. Do you understand? Okay. All right, let's be serious. Chemical contamination happens, all of those chemicals they use to preserve food, like apples. When they are shipping apples to us, you see that there are things on it. That's why it's important that your apples and other veggies, before you eat them, you wash them at least with vinegar and water rinse in cold water, just to clear it up and to clear the skin of all those preservative things they've used to preserve it and get it down to us. So these things, in fact, in Nigeria, we've seen videos that had gone viral, I think last year or last 2 years, I think it's last year, of beans being preserved with sniper. Jesus Christ. That is used to kill rats and other dangerous household mende, those things that disturb your life. They use it to preserve beans. Now just tell me that beans, you don't wash it properly, you don't handle it well, and then you eat it. You'll be sleeping in the toilet if it's not the clinic. That is, if it's not the clinic here. But these are some of the ways that your food can be contaminated, or it's around something. You know how you keep your food, there is liquid soap around, or something gets into it, or disinfectant or sanitizers. Those are some of the ways that our meals get contaminated chemically. Now, how do we prevent foodborne illnesses? This one I want to say is hard. One of the safe practices would say, do not rinse your meat, but we cannot do that in Africa. Or maybe let me speak for Nigerians. We cannot do that in Nigeria, because if you don't rinse your meat when you buy it from the market, you will die of chemical, physical, and biological contamination if spiritual one does not also join you. Because the way meat is being handled in this part of the world is gross. Oh my goodness. Like when you go to the market and you see them coming back with meat from the slaughter, a lot of times I do not like getting to the market when meat is coming, because it's really gross for me. It makes it difficult for me to want to eat meat. The handling process is so poor that my brothers and sisters, I wash my meat a couple of times with salt and water. So I will not stop washing, even if I think it's an unsafe practice. It is even unsafer in this region not to wash your meat. The flies that perch on it, the surface on which they sell the meat, they never wash it. It is always like that. From January to December, flies are perching on it. They don't handle, nothing is safe about meat handling in this part of the world. So I would advise, if you live in this side of the world, please keep washing your meat. Amen. Amen. Next would be that you wash all of your surfaces. Make sure the surfaces where you cook and every other thing is clean at all times. And then before you handle, the third one is before you handle meat. In fact, before you start cooking, the first thing that you should do once you step into your kitchen is run your hands through water and soap. Wash your hands. Wash it very well. You wash every corners of your hand. Wash it clean, like you're going to do surgery for someone. Wash it, then you start handling food. And after you handle raw produce, it's important to wash your hands again and wash all of the utensils you've used to kind of prevent cross-contamination of germs and their cousins into each other. Do you get? And then to keep things well refrigerated to preserve it. So this is the information I'm going to be passing today, or I have passed today. So have you ever had foodborne illnesses? Can you tell us some of your experiences? It has happened to me going to even a Chinese restaurant. Like after eating, my own it was like a miracle. As I got home, I could not sleep. My tummy started sounding like I knew I was in trouble, and it was late in the night. So I had to endure the going to toilet like over 8 times. By the morning hours like this, I was weak. Fluid had finished in my system. I could not stand. So what has been your experience with foodborne illnesses? Is there any other thing that you would love to share with me or even find out? Please comment below in the comment box. Let's just interact and talk about things that you have never known about foodborne illnesses or even food safety. Did you know that there are rules and etiquettes to being in the kitchen? Have you ever heard of anything, especially for those in Nigeria? What do you think about the rule of not rinsing your meat before cooking? Please, can you cook your meat straight from your market into your pot? Can you do that? Let's just hear what your thoughts are. I hope you've enjoyed this mini series. I'm going to be bringing you more kitchen safety rules and personal hygiene to help your cooking, help you be more confident in the kitchen, in cooking and then storing of your food produce. So if you have any video requests, what you would like me to talk about, or if you have any questions, to hit me up also in the comment box below. Let's just chat. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have learned something today, very vital and important. Be safe, keep your kitchen safe, keep your food safe. I love you. Have a blessed week ahead. Yeah. Back to my tea.